everybody! Happy August! A brand new month means a brand new theme in K3. So today we're rolling out Indescribable, a theme where we can talk all month long about the word creativity. More on that later. After this lesson, set your alarm for 12:30 to join us at Summer Sundays on campus. That's right, if you're in the Royersford area, we're hanging out together. Like as in, I'll actually see you in real time. You'll have the opportunity to connect, engage in small group, and play safe and socially distanced games outside with your grade level breakouts. And if you or your family aren't quite ready for that, no problem. We've linked a discussion guide below, and we'll continue to do our virtual small groups after we give this option a try. You can find out more information in the details of this YouTube video. Before we jump into worship and our lesson, which today will be brought to you entirely by our large group leader, Mr. Kevin, let's play a game. This game is called Kid Drawings, and it has everything to do with creativity. Here's the gist. Your job is to look at the pictures and guess what the kid was drawing. Think you're creative enough to name the artistic talent? Let's give it a try. So how'd you do? I totally thought that doll's face was a hamster wheel. It reminds me of our word of the month, creativity. In today's story, you're going to hear about the very best creation of all time. Actually, it's the very first creation of all time. It's where creativity was born. But first, let's get our worship on. Count down with me. 3, 2, 1.
Darkness run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa. Whoa. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Sing it loud now. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That is who you are.
Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to be here. My name is Mr. Kevin, and I'm going to be teaching week 1 of the series, Indescribable. Indescribable is like what God can do for all of us. And we're going to learn all of the creativity that he has through all of the weeks of this month. But this week, we're starting off with the biggest thing of all time. We are starting with the creation of everything. That's pretty exciting. So we're going to go, and we're going to go back, way back in time, when there was nothing but darkness. It's pretty scary. And God said, let there be light. And poof, there was so much light. They needed sunglasses. They needed to immediately be shaded up because they couldn't see. There was just so much light. And the earth was formed. And then God looked at what he had made and he said, that's good. So then day 2 came and there was this problem with the earth. They didn't have an atmosphere. They didn't have oxygen. Oh, but God said, I got that covered. And he made an atmosphere for us. And he looked and he said, that is good. And then on the next day, he kind of wanted to separate the land from the sea. So he shifted everything around And oh my gosh, we're land! Oh, we're okay. And he looked down and he said, man, that's good. And then on day 4, he said they need something to look at. So he created stars in the sky and he shone through all the earth. He saw millions of stars and suns and they were all over. And he went, whew, that's good. And then day 5, he said, we're going to create some creatures now. He made some birds. Whoa! Whoa! And he made some fish. And he made a whale. Ah! And he looked and he said, it was good. And then the next day, the 6th day, he made all of the animals. He made Adam and he made Eve. And he looked down and he said, that is very good. God thought when he made us that we were the piece de resistance. We were the best. We were what he was trying to make all this stuff for. He loved us that much way back then. And he still loves you that much today. And our bottom line today is there's no limit to God's creativity. He can make whatever he wants, whenever he wants, from absolutely nothing. He could just go, poof, there it is. And I just want you to remember that this week, that God has no limits on what he can do for you.
Thanks, Mr. Kevin. Hearing about the very first story of creation helps me think about another way to describe creativity. God created everything, right? He made the stars and the planets and the mountains and the oceans, but when he made us, it got personal. Get it? Personal. So creativity is imagining what you could do because you're made in the image of God. That's one thing to remember this week. God's creativity. Seriously, take a look at all of the things God made and let them blow your mind. Look at the stars in the sky and think about how it could literally take millions of years just to visit one up close. Listen to the sounds outside of your window at night and let yourself listen and wonder, how do crickets really make that noise anyway? Look really close in the mirror and see how unique you are. See the color in your skin and the reflection of your eyes to see a God that made you and loves you more than you could ever imagine. That should give us all a lot to think about. Our bottom line reminds me a lot of our brand new memory verse for this month. It comes from Psalm 145, verse 3. It says this: Lord, you are great. You are really worthy of praise. No one can completely understand how great you are. Let's try that one more time. Lord, you are great. You are really worthy of praise. No one can completely understand how great you are. Great job, friends. Now go on out there and get creative. Starting with Summer Sunday, today on campus at 12:30. It'll be indescribable. Stay connected, everyone. There we go.
Awesome.
One take, Kevin.
I did it. One take.
Awesome. I love watching you teach.